There's a very old famous Hollywood movie called The Great Escape. It's one of my favorite films, and it stars Charles Bronson. To my two younger colleagues who must have not seen it, it's from the World War era, depicting a great escape.
I know about the movie, but I haven't watched it.
It's depicting the escape of prisoners of war from a concentration camp and how they escape. Some British and some American soldiers escaped the German Nazi camp. So that's exactly what Delhi Capitals have done. A great escape. On a day they managed only 133 and was sure to register another loss. What rain has done in Hyderabad has abandoned the game. Not a single ball could be bowled in the second innings, which means Sunrisers Hyderabad, after having played 11 games with 7 points, have been officially knocked out of the IPL playoff race. They now join the two other teams in Rajasthan Royals and Chennai Super Kings to be out of the playoff race. The irony of all of this is, on the day where they probably played their best cricket of the season, they are knocked out of the IPL. Such is cricket, such are the weather gods, such is life.
In Delhi, on the day when they played the worst cricket of the season, they have escaped. And things have been favouring Delhi all throughout the season, I'd say. On many occasions, Delhi, I wouldn't say lucky, but Delhi had cracked the code of winning close encounters. And things, you need that luck favour as well. So that has gone Delhi's way all throughout the season, be it the super overs, be it the last ball finishes, or be it today now. So I hope that this is a sort of a wake-up call for the Delhi Capitals, and they realize that how close they are to actually making it and somehow have a turnaround from here. I hope so this happens, but it looks highly unlikely after the kind of batting that they have just done. But it's an escape.
We just did a dugout today where I asked you the same question and you said they're not going.
No.
Then where does the hope come from?
Cricketing, that we are talking.
So we want to know your cricket
analysis, they're not going.
So nothing has helped them.
I'm hoping that it happens. As a fan inside.
That is another thing. We want to know the cricket analysis. Are they going through? Is this given them a lifeline?
No. It is definitely given them a lifeline, but they are not going. They are on the ventilator. And it's staying on as of now.
13 points. Yeah, they are one better than Kolkata Knight Riders. The best that they can reach is 19. And if they reach 19, they're 100% guaranteed a spot. That's another thing, whether they'll reach 19 or not. I am not too sure about that.
3 matches remaining. Obviously, if they lose a couple more here, then they'll be, all but eliminated. But there's going to be obviously a separate video on the qualification scenarios of Delhi Capitals coming your way in a short while. So stay tuned to Sports Today for that. But for Sunrisers Hyderabad, I think they've had good days before in the tournament as far as the batting is concerned. But maybe their best day with the ball, Pat Cummins stepping up to the plate by taking the new ball, those 3 wickets at the top of the order. Jaydev Unadkat, I think it was pretty much a pitch made for him. He delivered those slower bouncers, the cutters very well. But overall, if there's one thing that Sunrisers Hyderabad have lacked, throughout the season, it is the fact that they did not really have the bowlers who could do the job on different situations in a match. You had the likes of Shami and all who were still, pretty effective in the first few overs, lacked a lot of good death bowling options. There was no support for Harshal Patel, and it is kind of a sorry state for them, because last year they were the finalists, everything was clicking for them, but this time around, despite having those big names, they could not really produce those good shows.
I mean, we've spent a lot of time discussing what the Delhi Capitals did right previously and what is it that they're doing wrong now. This is a team that started off with 4 wins. And I mean, again, at the risk of repeating myself, I think it's pretty much a batting team that doesn't inspire a lot of confidence. On those days, as I said earlier, when the season started, there were low scoring games, teams were getting their combinations right, they were getting into the groove, and I think Delhi benefited from that because they were quick off the blocks. Now that everyone is settled, now that the pitches are conducive to 200 odd runs, I think they have been found wanting. I think the quality, and as I said this a couple of days ago, for a team that has Akshar Patel as the fulcrum, as the main lead in batting, that again is not a reflection of how Akshar Patel is a batter. I think he's one of the most improved batters and one of the best bowling all-rounders that you have in terms of his batting abilities. He's done very well, but as I said earlier, he can only be a support cast. He can't be the lead actor in batting. He can be a support cast or a supporting actor or the hero's friend, like you make a film. He can be that. Since I'm making a lot of references to films, he can be that. But you can't give him the main role to do. He cannot be Salman Khan. He can be Deepak Tijori.
It's the impact of working with Siddharth Vishwanathan, na?
Exactly. So he can be that. He's very good. But it's not that they didn't have those sort of batters. It's just that those sort of batters did not step up. I mean, KL Rahul has had a hot and cold season. Some very good games. He's helped them win as well. Then overall, not really doing well. Faf du Plessis, I think they had a lot of hope from, and then his injury, of course, was a hindrance, but hasn't been that good. Jake Fraser-McGurk is somebody that they retained and thought that, he's going to be outstanding for them, but his poor season has continued. So overall also, if you take a look at that, Ashutosh started off with a bang and has done well today, but in the middle has been quite a long dry spell that he's had. Karun Nair came again, first inning was outstanding, after that has been not there. Abhishek Porel will give you 30-40s, but that match winning knock that you desire from someone who's been retained, someone who's getting a long run for your team, also hasn't come. So I think it's effectively the batting, and I'm not too disappointed with where Delhi is. I'll tell you why, honestly. If you look at that team on paper, I didn't expect anything more than what they have produced.
They've already achieved.
They'll seem like a mid-table team, and they are performing like a mid-table team.
The person who stepped up in the batting is Vipraj Nigam, who wasn't even a batter in that sense to begin with.
Yeah, but he also not. Where is anything that I can remember? He's
the first game.
Then the Mumbai Indians game also, he had a couple of good.
That's it. But that's the thing, like that though. All of them have on certain occasion. Of course, they're bowling also. Kuldeep Yadav with an amazing start that he had. Then has come down. Mitch Stark, similar. After a good high, they've come down. And to their credit, I think they punch above their weight. Some very close games that could have gone either way they held their nerves and won those games. Otherwise, it could have been, in a situation, would have been much worse for them. So, as of now, while they are alive and SRH are out, I also don't have too many high hopes from the Delhi Capital.
I think, that's what we did in our predictions also. But then cricket is a funny game. Anything can happen, obviously. Delhi Capitals can still qualify. It's not that, they cannot do it.
No, I asked you the question, you said they can't.
But Gulati sir,
I'm still saying they cannot.
No, but you
but
have...
Then how is it funny game?
According to me, na.
No, but you...
We want to know what is according to you.
You've been saying that they will qualify.
Had it not been for that rained-off game in 1992, anything would have happened.
But so you're saying this is Delhi's...
No, I'm just making a reference.
Pakistan-England 92 game.
74 all out, I think they were. Had it not been a rained-off game, then Pakistan wouldn't have even played the final.
Gulati sir during the mid-innings also said that Delhi, how can a team who has won 6 out of the 10 games be on a...
I have made a prediction that, Delhi See, we did the predictions. I said that Delhi Capitals are not qualifying. But tell me one thing. Is my prediction the be-all, end-all? That's not the case, na. That's what I'm saying. That, it can still happen. According to a cricketing logic, Delhi Capitals can still qualify.
You, I think, personally still believed at least till day before yesterday that Delhi can still make
absolutely, I did. But then
now he believes they cannot.
Okay. Yeah, you look at
I was just asking.
See, one thing that I was very consistent with in the dugout that we did today, I looked at the matchups. And that's where I thought that, Delhi Capitals are still good. But as the point that Nikhil mentioned, that they are a good mid-table team, because when you are going to go up against the likes of Mumbai Indians, Punjab Kings, that's where maybe they are 55 and you are 45, and that is still good enough for Punjab Kings to win against the Delhi Capitals.
Cannot be a good team, na. Good mid-table team cannot be.
I think the matchups was the criteria that I had, but overall I think for them you do one thing that has really surprised me, once again, and that was still the case last season, that why is Tristan Stubbs batting so low down the order?
Because you don't have batters.
That's absolutely okay. But the point, let's just go back to Lucknow Super Giants here. If there's one thing that they have done consistently right in this IPL is to have their best batter bat at number 3, and that is Nicholas Pooran. Last year they were guilty of rotating his batting position. Sometimes he's coming at 4, 5, 6, and that's where you could not really maximize his potential. We talk about this time around, even if they haven't really got the desired results, Pooran has been a consistent feature at number 3. For Tristan Stubbs, for someone like him who is probably in a great form across formats, specifically in Test and T20 cricket, why not have him at maybe number 3 or at max at number 4? Now, overall, if you look at the combination of the team, KL Rahul is flexible, Abhishek Porel has also been rotated, sometimes opener, sometimes at number 3, but the best batter of the team has to be given a specific position, and that's where I think Delhi Capitals have lacked so far. Secondly, although Delhi Capitals did not bowl in this match, things could have been obviously different. They could have won this match also. You never know.
What are you?
1% chance is obviously there, na.
1% chance, though.
Okay, just tell me one thing. In that Punjab Kings and KKR game, who gave?
You gave 100%. You said who? I said.
I said that. I said
you
that.
can't say 100 because rain
I'm
will be
not
there.
denying that. I'm not denying. I said. Achha, tell me one thing. In that Punjab Kings and KKR game in Malapur, who gave chance to Punjab Kings?
No, that is okay.
There's always 1% chance, na.
That has happened for the first time
Okay.
in 18 years.
No, I'm not saying there's never a 1% chance, but a 1% chance is not even worth mentioning.
No, but
I agree 1% chance.
Yeah.
I'll even go so far as to say 5% chance.
Okay, coming back to the point that I had, there's no support for Mitchell Stark too. Mukesh Kumar hasn't done anything,
but on the
noteworthy.
bench.
Yeah,
The
Natarajan
was there, but he
got his first game today, and he did not really get a chance to
How
bowl.
would he be? How can they accommodate him? How would they have played him?
They were playing so well that they didn't have a place for Natarajan. So well they were playing.
Finally, they found space for
Yeah.
him.
Natarajan was purchased for about 10 crore, na,
So
if I'm
it
not
must
wrong.
have been like, we have this good bowler, we can play. But how do we play him? Where is the space? Yeah, this is. Then that continued. Then it continued. Again, they lost. They said, we have this good bowler. We can. But how will we play? There's so many. And then suddenly it dawned on them. One tube light went.
No.
Just before this game, the tube light went, and they're like,
Mukesh?
we can drop Mukesh and bring Natarajan. It's such a simple idea.
Maybe they would have seen
And then
here now because we were telling KP again and
We
again.
were saying again.
The
and
only-
again.
the
This
only
idea we were
reason-
giving for I don't know for how long.
Since the tournament
You're
started.
looking at the camera also saying, it was one bright idea, very brilliant scientific idea. The greatest invention that IPL has seen is that you can drop one non-performing bowler and play the other one. But that idea didn't strike them.
The only reason why Natarajan played today is because he has been playing for, until last year he had played for Sunrisers Hyderabad pretty consistently. So pretty much his home ground, na.
No, today was
The
panic.
advantage
Today
of
was
that-
very clearly it was panic. You chopped and changed quite a bit.
No, a sensible
I know
move,
in
but
the
coming
11
at a
sensible
coming
move,
very
but it
late,
was
na.
Sign of you panicking because T Natarajan suddenly you realize that now we are in a do or die situation.
They realized that Natarajan is there, he can play. But how do you play him?
That was the problem.
That idea they didn't have. Then somebody told them that
who
you
was
can.
taking that interview? Why wasn't there a counter question that you can play him in
It was
place
in
of
the
Mukesh?
I think press conference.
Somebody
Yeah.
should have. No point.
Let's talk about Sunrisers Hyderabad. Let's try and sum up their season because it's the end of their campaign as such. Yes, they will play a few games after this, but it's the end of their campaign, and any chance 1%, 0.5% that they had to qualify are also done and dusted. So, how do you sum up their season?
Pathetic, I think, to say the least. This is the right word to describe their performance. Many factors that we can deliberate upon. I'll just maybe sum a couple of them up and then we can have a discussion over it. One is clearly a lack of plan B. I still remember that when we were discussing about the teams before the beginning of the tournament, I'd said this thing that for me Sunrisers Hyderabad are not making the top 4 primarily because of the fact that this is going to be the season where they'll be found out the oppositions will be very ready for them with their plans and they will lack a plan B, and that has been the case. On the testing pitches, they have found the going tough, and that's where most of their problems lie. Secondly, the bowling attack is more of a one-trick pony. You don't really have those good death bowlers. There was no support for Harshal Patel whatsoever. You tried many bowlers there, Pat Cummins, Mohammad Shami, there was Ishan Malinga, sometimes even Zishan Ansari bowled towards the death. So with Adam Zampa being ruled out earlier due to an injury, you did not really have those backup options. And third, for that matter, you weren't really sure the kind of finisher that you wanted alongside Henrik Klassen. Sometimes it was Aniket Verma, sometimes it was Abhinav Manohar. So I think it was just a muddle for Sunrisers Hyderabad. Not really sure. Nitish Reddy
pushed
was
him down to finish.
Absolutely. That was just in the last couple of matches though. Yeah.
Completely finished him. Nitish Reddy.
Why did you finish him? He got to bat at number 4. He was not scoring.
He should have
runs.
done.
So how they finished him?
He should have. Last season
he stayed back to practice. He knew that he is not getting
there.
that.
He was practicing red ball.
Was his practice was red
Yeah.
ball? So then he knew that this season
Test.
is done. No, England tour.
Yeah,
boss.
test. That what I'm saying. Test. He was getting ready
England
for
tour. He had
tests.
to prepare. He knows at least there he has a chance to do
Yeah.
well. Here though, this season was done.
So
It was done and
I think in a nutshell, if there's one thing that Sunrisers Hyderabad missed, was playing smart cricket. They did not play smart cricket at all.
Other than not playing smart cricket, which I agree that they needed to have a flexibility in their batting, and I think the best teams are that are flexible, see the conditions and have personnel who can either adapt to different situation or have multiple personnel who can bat at different stages of the game, right? So that is something that a lot of other teams have. But that is something that was missing. Let's say, I'm just giving an example of a KKR. They can have a Naren go all out, but can have an Ajinkya Rahane on a given day bat in a different way. You can have Russell who can be attacking, and you can expect an Ankrich to bat in a different way. There is flexibility there in the batting, or the Gujarat also to that extent. While they have those fixed batters, but those batters can bat either way. Whether it's Sai, whether it's Shubman, whether it's Butler. If it's a flat pitch, you need them to be operating at 180, 185, they can do that. If it's a tough pitch, they'll come down to 120, 130, also do it. In Sunrisers, only one dimensional. So that I agree. But more than that, I think it was...
Well.
They only have one dimensional.
Chennai, Jadeja can anchor, and power hitters, they have Deepak Hooda, Vijay Shankar, Rahul Tripathi. They are also
MS Dhoni.
vast. MS Dhoni, how can you forget?
Vansh Bedi is out
Shivam
now.
Dubey.
Shivam Dubey, see? And to anchor, they have Jaddu at 3, 4, 5 on occasion.
So you know where they have finished.
Yeah.
And so the similar, but with SRH, the other issue with SRH is also, which got nothing to, collectively their batting has failed. I don't know how many of us could have envisioned that. And let's be honest, in hindsight, we have that 2020 vision and we are saying, see, this was bound to happen. But truth be told, and I also believed in that they will have failures, but their batting order is so good that all they need is just 2 guys on a day to step up. The rest 4 can fail. It's no problem, they'll get. Some other day, on this day, it can be you 2 who do well, the rest of the 5 don't do well. On another day, these 2 can do well, rest can fail. On another day, those 2 will do well, the rest can fail, and yet they will get. But this, I think, is a big surprise for me, and there is no cricketing reason that you can pinpoint that collectively as a batting unit, they failed with a head there, with an Abhishek there, with a Klassen there, with a Nitish Reddy there, with an Ishan Kishan there. For all of them to consistently, okay, one game also I can agree that the whole batting order collapsed. For them to consistently fail game after game is something that nobody bargained for. I think if you even spoke to a neutral at the start of the inning, you would say, nahi yaar, there's such good batting lineup that out of these 6, 2 will work in each game, and that should be enough for them to put a part of it.
In the same breath, I think I also want to compliment the oppositions as well. The other teams, you look at the 2 best batting lineups that we saw last year, SRH, KKR, both had set the stage on fire. This year, both have been underwhelming, and I think teams spent a lot of time last year and in the interim between the previous season and this one to figure out and have plans. If we look, if we have a closer look at some of the dismissals that these batters have had, there was a conscious plan by Delhi. Stark had bowled a short ball to head, which was away from his body. In another match, I don't remember which one, it was a ploy to have somebody at point and have the bowler bowl exactly there because you knew Abhishek was going to slash. On another occasion, there was a deep mid wicket because you knew Abhishek was again going to be going for that shot. So I think there have been plans as well with Sunil Narayan as well. The lengths were the key because he oftentimes will go for the swing and and maybe it's outfoxing him with pace or just finding the right length that doesn't come in his arc. So I think teams have also done well to figure out teams that offer a lot of aggression.
Yeah, fair point. I think even that's one of the reasons why
I
they're
just
not
need a
doing
little bit. See, I'll be very honest. I still like the kind of approach that they have. I really, really enjoy. I think it's just way ahead in time in that sense. Maybe a little.
No, it's not ahead in time, I think.
No, even I don't think ahead in time. Ahead in time should be you are so flexible. You can do anything.
Yeah, no. What I mean is that maybe way too soon to have that all-out aggressive approach
No,
where
but
you know that
even I'm
teams
saying-
can play with the wickets a little bit. They
But
just
that
need-
will always happen, no? So you're saying ahead of the time, meaning that in 5 years that time will come. In 5 years you could still have trickier
No,
wickets.
but I think in 5 years T20 cricket would have gone the way which.
No, I think what this IPL is proving is that if you have pitches that aid the bowlers, if you give them conditions, what is to suggest that only batters will evolve, bowling will not, bowlers will also evolve, just that the conditions were totally in favor of the batters, it was becoming like that. You make it an even playing field. I'm just saying hypothetically, because you're saying evolving, right? Things change. You're saying that is going to be the approach. You bring a pink ball in now and play with that. Who knows?
Maybe the reason that I personally would have expected a Nitish Kumar Reddy to play that sort of a role this season, very sort of anchors and all like that right aggression in the right amount, and he also anchors on occasion. Sai Sudarshan. No, but Nitish Reddy we know
Virat Kohli
on his given day can.
Virat is operating higher level.
Nitish Kumar Reddy, we know he can play at a higher strike rate as well. Has the fact that the approach from the team, from a Pat Cummins, been since the day one that you need to attack? Shouldn't it have been that play or natural game? They already have attacking batters. They would have attacked, but batters like
Reddy
Nitish
is
Kumar.
also that.
But Nitish Kumar Reddy on
He's
it
also attack.
But he would have understood, according to me, and realized what the situation is and played around that. But maybe because he was of the opinion of just hitting.
But Sashwat, do you think the brief would have changed from the success of last year?
No. Brief never changed. Brief
So
was
that's
to
So
play
that's a
these
problem.
shots.
If it didn't
Exactly.
change.
If
That's
the
the
brief
issue.
changed, see, you made it to the final. Come what may, you made it to the final. Yes, you didn't win it. But I doubt if in terms of Nitish's role, the brief would have changed for him. The winning formula was there. Just that it didn't click against KKR twice in the playoffs. So I doubt for certain players the brief would have changed. Nitish, I don't think there was a change
It
in
was
role for
about
him.
just attacking. Even Ishan Kishan revealed that I was just told to go and hit. But if that's not somebody's natural game, then I wouldn't want that to happen. If it's the natural game, then let them hit all balls like Abhishek. Abhishek scored on 2 occasions. He won the game single-handedly, both the occasions. So I think that was absolutely fine. I expect much more from Abhishek. That is a different thing. But again, I think I'm still okay with the approach, despite them maybe finishing last this season. Because last year they finished top 2.
See, if there's one thing that is actually stopping me from, calling Sunrisers Hyderabad's way of playing brainless, it's the 3 wins that they've had this season. Because at least it has shown that, they can still do it. It's just about, some kind of application that was missing throughout the tournament. But overall, I think you cannot really play in similar fashion in each and every game. With someone like a Virat Kohli, if I have to take an example, he's batted at a strike rate of about 100, 105, and he has also batted at a strike rate of more than 180 in this tournament. So what does this, does this show? It's just adaptability, and that's clearly missing from Sunrisers Hyderabad. We all, spoke about how Ishan Kishan got off to a blistering start in this IPL, that 100, and how this would be the Ishan Kishan's IPL, how he would, make a name for himself and get back into the Indian team. It has been a sorry tournament for him. That's about it. And same is the case with the other
They
SRH
took
batters.
catches, yaar. Humne
Four
catches.
to I remember. Yeah.
at least wicket keeping.
Kept wickets for the first time. This season.
It reminds me of this
Finally, he realized that I should do that. To be in contention, he should have
Else
been.
he'll either stay in Grade C or not even stay there.
No,
nah.
if you're wicket keeper kept at some times, you're considered as a wicket keeper. If you're keeping or you're not keeping.
But I'm reminded.
White ball cricket, not red ball.
Talking about.
Ruturaj Gaikwad is also a wicket keeper batter contender.
He's batted.
Rahul Tripathi is also a keeper.
Sarfaraz.
Sarfaraz became a keeper for a while. because of the same
They
reason.
can't be. Yeah. You have to keep.
Sarfaraz to forget keeping for his batting attributes. You didn't even consider him in
Rahul Tripathi,
Australia.
opening batter, keeper, finisher.
Choice.
Everything he can do. And
But-
this also he does.
But just coming back to SRH, I'm reminded of this pre-tournament interview of Pat Cummins where he said, as a team philosophy, we rather be sorry for the aggression that we show and we don't win, but regret not taking the chance.
I agree. No.
Congratulations to Shashwat and his team's
See,
philosophy.
last year they
They
finished
are not-
second in the
Arre,
tournament.
last year, so then that is the thing. Now, last year, every year, if you, as he pointed out, you're going to get found out, and you're going to be. That's what. This is a
This was
typical
a little too much.
GTU.
Little bit they need to go back.
It's okay.
So not 270, 280, but have 220 in mind.
20 in mind, yeah. Because
But
I think
the thing with
they went
cricket,
too
Sarfaraz,
ahead with it.
because
I'm
220 is
saying let everybody
always.
play their natural
No,
game.
my
Abhishek
thing
wants
is,
to hit every ball for six,
my thing
let
is,
him
you
hit.
can't get down to the cricket field every time hoping you will get to 220, 230. It's not going to happen.
I'm saying on a wicket maybe 170 is equivalent to 220.
Yes.
So have that approach in mind.
So that's not the approach that
is
you
the approach.
exactly. That's not the approach that you stand by.
Go with
That on a wicket where 170 is the you have to get 170.
But
I'm saying Nitish Kumar Reddy
you've
this
said
season
for
could
the
have been
longest
one who
time
could have played
that
around the bat.
170 is always 20 shot. Because, if you go for 170, what 200 should have been your mind, 190 should have been 170 is never a score in T20 is what you say.
Yeah.
Whose
I
approach
still feel-
is correct, yaar? They are not getting it right.
no,
RCB's approach is wrong. Delhi's approach is wrong.
See,
Whose approach
Punjab's-
is nice?
Punjab's approach is
Only
nice.
one team.
One team in the tournament.
सिर्फ एक ही नाम.
See, everybody over there, isn't it looking like the Kolkata Knight Riders of last season, Punjab?
No.
Vibes of
Kolkata
that.
had amazing bowlers.
No, but here
Punjab
over
batting.
But with
Punjab is
Nihal
SRH.
Nihal Vadera is doing exactly what Naman
Punjab
Dheer.
is SRH.
Nihal
See,
Vad-
Punjab have at least been outclassed in a couple of games. KKR were never outclassed last season. They lost 2 matches only because of some
Punjab
brilliant
were-
knocks.
And that too, their bowling also. No, but Punjab's bowling has not inspired that kind of confidence. It's been decent. But Kolkata with Varun and Naren, they
They were the only team to have 5 bowlers pick 15 wickets or more.
Exactly.
That's a dream. That's a dream to have. If Russell was picking you in excess of 15 wickets, Varun Chakravarti picking 15 wickets, Harshit Rana was the least of the contenders. He picked you 15 wickets and went on to get India cap across formats. Although the
captain has come here. I'm I'm asking. We were having this. Just you tell me that if Shreyas Iyer wins this IPL with Punjab, how big a thing is that?
Arre, it is a massive thing.
I think he'll suddenly be first in the race of captaincy for
No,
India.
that's
What
not happening.
format?
Whichever format.
Surya Kumar will be T20.
No, T20. I think it's done. It is going to be Surya Kumar Yadav for at least
ODI.
26.
ODI,
But
Rohit
for the
Sharma.
next 8 to 10 months.
Test Shreyas does not play.
Sawal, what is the Sawal?
What is you have answered the question yourself.
But I'm saying
For
whenever
which format I asked you?
future captain, I wouldn't be surprised.
Future, yes.
See, more than likely, Rohit is not going anywhere.
But
Gill,
after
ODIs.
27, I think it becomes late for Iyer.
Yeah, pretty late.
He's 20.
You're going to be looking at younger options.
Shreyas is 30.
No, you can go. Yeah.
Shreyas is
Yaar,
30.
you after
32-year-old can also. What is the harm? Why only need young captain?
Shreyas
Right.
is destined to.
Shreyas.
You cannot see. Rohit Sharma also became captain late. Some people are destined to captain. Whatever happens, whoever comes in their
Destined
way.
to captain or destined to captain
How often
late?
do you get a captain who's a mix of Dhoni and
See,
Rohit
he's
Sharma?
going to captain
And if he
India.
does not captain India, then isn't that
India's
Travesty.
loss. India's loss.
it's a travesty?
No, he is going to captain India. See, you for
He
how
has to be
long?
like,
were you able
according to him, he's like Shane Warne, the man who never captained Australia.
No.
No,
Shane
Shreyas
never
will.
did, but Shreyas will.
Shreyas
How is
will.
it like Shane Warne?
4
Wrong
years.
comparison.
2019.
He thinks he is mixture of Dhoni and Rohit Sharma.
as personalities. And you need a personality as a captain, right? That's how it works. You don't need to be a great player to be a great captain. Even though Shreyas is a decentish player,
Good player. What
very
decent.
Good,
He's
yeah.
a good player, but I think
This is something
captaincy-
that I said once in a live show in 2020 after he took DC to final that he is
Arre, I
India
bet this
captaincy
with my
material.
friends that within 5 years this man will be captaining the Indian team. When I was in
Sarfrat, you and
school
Bets. are like SRH and IPL this year.
This bet, at least I can assure you that he will definitely captain.
But when did you have this bet? 5 years back.
Success has
20,
many fathers.
19. I have been the. With Shreyas Iyer, so you cannot say this.
Shreyas, yes.
Shreyas Iyer. With Shreyas Iyer.
Chalo,
Been
Sawal.
through. Just imagine if Punjab wins with him.
No, it'll be earth-shattering.
You are salivating with as if the IPL is done, dusted. Today also, Punjab has won. Arre, they will reach the playoffs. They may reach top 2. That because that time Shreyas had a problem. He could not bat for more than 30 balls. Back. So 30 was the limit. Now that problem is sorted. Now he can bat, bend, do push-ups, everything.
Pull shots.
After what BCCI said,
kph.
that after that he has said now 300 balls also everything is working fine.
Does he go? Is he in your test team?
Yeah, you can be
For me,
considered, not immediately,
he is.
but he has to be considered.
Yeah.
He needs to be, I think, but he'll have to be playing a bit more.
He can be at number 4 now once stand-in captain is dropped.
Stand-in captain, who is the stand-in?
We were having this discussion during middle innings, na?
No. He had said, in case, and you are hoping for him to drop. Why don't you hope that he will have an outstanding England series?
I hope he scores 500 runs in those 5 tests.
Then forget about Shreyas. Okay, Ashish Dhar. Dravid transformed into a wonderful ODI player during 99 tour of New Zealand. Wish Rishabh would have carried on his test form into T20 when Rahul was coach. That is true. How many people does he need to help him out? Somebody is saying go to Dravid, somebody is saying go to Dhoni, somebody is saying
should go to Sonnet back. Like Virat Kohli's transformation happened as soon as he came back to his roots.
they didn't go to West Delhi.
No, he didn't go to West Delhi. In Delhi cricket. Rishabh Pant could come to Delhi cricket at least.
That
He can do.
He came na during DPL.
He played the first game.
Then
He was captain, bowled also over there.
Then came for DPL. Okay, we've got Nashley saying 175 koi break karo Abhishek, Travis, Ishan.
Chris Gale's record 175.
Priyanshu is saying Ishan crying to Nashley that you've put Ishan's name there.
Ashish has a comment. Thoughts on this DC11? Faf and Karun opening, KL 3, Yonavan Ferreira 4, Akshar Patel, Tristan Stubbs, Ashutosh, Vipraj, Darshan Nalkande or Mohit Sharma, Stark and Natarajan. Kuldeep be the impact player. Would like to know what changes would you make. One change that I would definitely make is have Tristan Stubbs at 4 and swap his position with Yonavan Ferreira. Not really sure about Darshan Nalkande. How is he really shaping up in the practice sessions? But Mohit Sharma has been terribly underutilized. So I would play him. He has to be your death bowler alongside Mitchell Stark. Then Natarajan, he should play the remaining 3-4 games because Mukesh Kumar hasn't inspired any confidence. And Kuldeep Yadav has to be a sure shot. Even if you play him as an impact sub, that's fine. His primary job is as a bowler, so that's fine. Yeah.
Why couldn't they played KL as an opener only? What's the need to push?
That was because Faf had to play, na?
But when Faf was not there, one game he opened. Remember?
Yeah.
After
Yes.
that, why not?
Because they wanted him to bat in the middle order. But see, that's the whole problem. Why Akshar is batting there? Why KL is batting there? Because you did not have batters, so you had to fill that somehow and just lengthen that as.
Remember, this was not Delhi's desired batting lineup as well. That signed Harry Brook.
Faf would not have made it to the 11.
Perhaps.
That was the case.
Perhaps. The planning, Karun Nair made it to the 11 only because you didn't have him.
And Harry Brook, instead of Harry Brook, you could have signed Brevis. He was waiting for so long. So Chennai has taken him. They are also not going to have any advantage. And
Shivam ji. Okay.
Frickin' Awesome has a comment that although Gujarat Titans played 5 games in Wankhede, they played only 1 game against MI and they lost it too.
tomorrow is GTMI. The game that you were saying, that 0.5.
Dead heat.
0.5. Dead
That's
heat. I
tomorrow.
didn't pick a winner.
That's tomorrow.
I didn't pick a winner. Wow, what a game!
And just check, although I've just.
Shivam, scroll down, please. Yeah, Ram Gautam has a comment that he thinks Abhishek Purell should be rested. He isn't really good with the stroke making, and bring up the batting lineup by one slot. Tristan, Ashutosh and Vipraj can definitely face more balls than what they are doing now. Something that we have discussed also, that they are batting too low, both Tristan Stubbs and Ashutosh Sharma. They should be facing more balls. Roshni has a comment that Delhi is lucky. Definitely this game, had this game happened, it would have been over by the 12th over itself.
Even earlier, since things had gone downhill and the SRH batters clicked, it could have been over in 9 overs.
JM is reminding you, Shashwat, that there is no prize for 5th or 10th.
Exactly.
10th
Harshit
also.
sir should.
No, he's saying SRH.
No prize for that.
It's okay.
So then you should be okay with DC also.
No.
Then why?
I'm saying SRH is okay with it. They're holidaying. They're okay. They're saying we'll continue playing like this next year also.
Priyanshu is saying that if Delhi beat Punjab, then both the teams would pretty much be on the similar boat as far as their form is concerned.
If Delhi beats Punjab.
This thing is if. That's a valid point. Karthike Vats is saying way ahead of time means in a few years bowlers will stop making plans, or will there be no bowlers at all? Because you were saying now they are way ahead of time. So what will happen eventually? They'll just say no bowling.
Conditions will get even
throw
more
underarm or just side arm.
Underarm, so it will get easier for the bowlers then. Then Ashwin can bowl that ball, na?
The one that comes back.
It comes back to him.
Will he be playing?
Priyanshu has another interesting comment that SRH are probably missing a batter like Virat Kohli. Had Virat Kohli been a part of SRH, both would have won a trophy. What SRH lack as of now is a sensible batter.
Rainbow says Delhi shouldn't worry. They have Shashwat to give them confidence and back them.
He has so much confidence.
Okay, Mr. Pineapple, what's your prediction for South Africa versus Australia WTC final? Ooh.
Heart says South Africa, mind says Australia.
Yeah, even I'd say Australia.
Seriously.
But we'll do a proper preview. This is too early days. Closer to the game, we'll do a proper preview. But yeah, just on top of my head, very tough to look past Australia and the pedigree that they have in big games.
I hope we have a new champion.
Yeah, that's your heart.
That we wish for the IPL as well.
Yeah. Shubham says, is it fair teams have opportunity to retain injured players? CSK is silently getting in young players at very less price. Rule change required. No, but they could very well do it even despite that. At the end of the season, you can get rid of players that you're contracted to. You can legally do it. You don't need to have an injury thing. It's a 3-year contract, but it's looked at every year. They can let go of that and they can get any replacement. Even that's allowed. So whether it's through injury or not is another issue. Medansh is asking a question, Harshit. He has noticed that you've gotten rid of the DC shirt that you were very proudly wearing at the start of this game. Can you please see the comment? Says, hope for my prediction's sake that you get to have it on the playoff. PBK's DC is a virtual quarterfinal.
That's true.
But KKR can also spoil the party for both Punjab and...
But our calculation said that even 17 may not be enough for Corbo, Lorbo, Jitbo.
I have a feeling that the table might just end the way we predicted it.
So basically saying the way the table is now, the top 4 teams will qualify.
In the same order.
But going by our estimates, Delhi would finish number 6.
Yeah.
And SRH 4 with 17. Oh, 5 with 17.
Yeah. Chalo. Last couple of comments.
But just want to answer Medansh there. I didn't take out the jersey because Delhi were on the path to a loss. But that's because I have other responsibilities in this office as well, for which I have to change my shirt. So yeah, that's the reason. But next Delhi match, you'll see me in the jersey again.
Let's take this comment.
No, don't wear it now.
Because today...
Yeah.
But I've been wearing jersey on match days.
How does it matter what he does? You have already given your verdict.
Yeah.
It's not going to help.
But I'm still.
I'll do something I haven't done.
I told you about my friend now, who we talk about the whatever has happened in Delhi's game that day. We're going to have all the combinations who can matchups, like Gulati sir said that in that game which matchup can help us and all of these things. So it's still from within. I want Delhi to still lift the trophy, but I just can't. Just very hard
Picture
to
it.
picture it in my head.
Parminder Singh has a comment that my analysis is like.
Is it you or is it Sid?
I think there's only one Sid here, so
No, maybe he's talking about in general.
In general.
Okay, anyway.
I don't know. He says that he says everything and then says, "I'm not denying." Yeah, this is one line that I use.
So it is. You can be a good politician.
See, it is when we are discussing about
Who's the Rohini politician right now? MLA?
No idea. When we're discussing about when we have having our predictions, that's when I'm going to give what I feel according to the matchups or whatever it is, right? But by cricketing logic, something else can also happen. So I think it's just about having layered discussions. It's about seeing things from multiple perspectives, and then your prediction may or may not be right. So that's the thing.
Okay, final comment of the night. Syed Nizamuddin saying, I'm from Hyderabad and I think SRH didn't play to their potential, and rightly so, they are eliminated. I think he sums it up really well.
We won super chat as Shubham.
And that is how their campaign also really played out. And we discussed that in detail as well. Shubham said, Nihil sir, in that case, replacement player is bought via auction. Here, player are being brought at base price and will be kept in place of a replaced player. Yeah, that I agree.
But the players who are coming in were anyways not bought, na. So even if they would have been sold at the auction, they would have gone at the base price itself.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
That's the thing, no?
Yeah. During the season. But only thing he's saying is that if you've got your auction wrong, you can do this by slightly correcting your auction by having a few injured players and getting a few other players on board.
Turaj was really injured.
No, but I'm saying not too many injuries are happening.
He's not traveling anymore with the team.
I'm just
Is
saying.
he? I'm generally asking. Is he? Or I
haven't seen him.
Yeah, I haven't seen him since.
Okay, Vinod says, what is your favorite ODI World Cup format? I personally like the 2003 World Cup, good league stage followed by Super 6. I like the 92 and the
Yeah.
So that's round robin only, na?
2019,
23.
Then yeah, I like that.
Even
All play against each other. And
even 1999 was the Super 6 stage, na?
99
Yes,
also,
99
yes.
was
Yeah.
Super 6. Yes.
I like the general one.
Knockout also I like. Sometimes. There should be a knockout. There used to be one, right?
But the semis and finals are knockout.
No. I'm
only,
saying
na?
all sorts since the beginning. There used to be a
I know.
knockout.
Knockout trophy. That
Champions
was just in the
Trophy.
Champions Trophy.
Champions
but,
Trophy.
Champions Trophy was straight away the quarter-final, then semi-final, and
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
It will be so much fun.
So you have a Champions Trophy for that. World
But
Cup.
there is no.
Arre, 2007 India got knocked out, Pakistan got knocked out first round. We all know how that World Cup happened. So, Don't go
That's the
down
risk
that.
in that.
of course.
Right.
Okay. Dev Pratap Singh Chauhan says, Nikhil, do you know that girl whose pic was liked by Virat Insta gained 2 million followers in 6 hours? Her post value of an ad went from 2.6 lakhs and 12-15 brands approached her. एक like ने उसकी life बना दी. That's true. But actually वो like नहीं था Dev Pratap. As Virat then later specified, it was a glitch in the algorithm that did it. He had not liked it. But I get your point. That however, the algorithm, by a stroke of luck, by chance, helped her become what she is. That's how life is. So it does happen. What to do? But to correct you, Virat, as he clarified, did not like it.
But social media has had a blast.
Social media. That's true. Okay, absolute last comment. Sarat Chandra is saying, Nick's thoughts on Inter Barca second leg, 2 fullbacks missing for us. Yes, Lautaro
No
has
good news on
recovered
Kunde.
miraculously. I am worried if we are clinical, we can beat easily. Hopefully, Barca wins. Yeah, I think Lautaro is not the danger. I think they're still a better team. Only thing what happens with an inexperienced back four is that high line you play can end up conceding a few goals. But we'll see. Oh,
There
is
is
something you have for us.
Shivam Giri.
Shivam Giri. Okay, we've got some nice memes coming up by Shivam, our producer. Pat Cummins, remembering he is Pat Cummins. हम शरीफ क्या हुए पूरी दुनिया ही बदमाश हो गई. Absolutely right. As funny as this is, it's more of a cricketing comment and a very true one at that. One of the bigger reasons of SRH not doing well, we keep harping about their batting and batter not firing. But also, you know, Clark Kent not really coming to the party like he did previously. He needed to step up, both as a captain and as a bowler. That didn't happen. GT top order versus DC top order in IPL 2025. What does this mean? Dragons, all of them. Basically saying that one are the real dragons, top three, and the other are the cartoon dragons.
It's, I think, a famous this thing from a animation movie. Yeah.
But I get the gist, like real dragon versus cartoon dragons. Na? Me writing PFA and forgetting to attach the file. This is a good.
It's a good one.
What a picture this is, na? This could, you know, if you just try and picture this, if you don't know the context, it seems like this is a player who's doing this, no? You do this, come on, you won it. He's doing that. Won it.
No. It's looking like a proper, he's in the flow of a shot only. Because he's a little teda also, na?
That I know. I'm saying if you were to look at differently, then doesn't it look like
A player celebrating.
Not to me, to be honest.
That even I know this is a shot, his bat has gone out.
I know.
There are multiple meanings you can take out.
Yeah, but otherwise also it does.
It can also be looking, just go back, there's so many different meanings you can take out.
It can be the IPL logo also.
This could be a boxer giving a uppercut after he's finished. That it's looking like to me. So a boxer giving an uppercut, right? It's so meme worthy that you could come up with multiple things, you know, like how they do that meme. They can have he can be in the boxing ring with a boxer like this.
We didn't see the Aksar one.
Neeraj Chopra has got some competition in Pant. Why is he saying that? Oh,
that's because the
his bat
also
flew
went
as
flying.
much.
Did it cross the 90-meter mark?
But the technique is थोड़ा अलग है.
Casual.
Casual है. This
You need a ZSD for it.
This technique is a bit dicey.
With AI, people can do anything.
That's true. See, made a face also. Obviously, this is not Neeraj's body. Welcome. He's reacting like 30 seconds late.
I had to reply to that. It was important.
बस done, Shivam. Okay. यही काम अपने पहले किया होता तो टीम का कितना भला होता. अच्छा.
His bowling figures.
Yeah, true. What is this?
What's the joke there?
Meme-worthy image.
Yeah. She's really involved. The best reaction is not actually Kavya Maran who everyone is looking. Look at that auntie नीचे. Hi Ram, मेरे ये ने क्या कर दिया? स्थिति खराब है. You know, like
No, those are two very contrasting reactions.
हाँ. Oh my God, what? मैं भी.
खोलो सर.
So यार one of ऋषभ पंत का बना सकता हूँ है ना, बॉक्सिंग और ये वो 2-3 वैसे ही होता है ना. They just put same thing will be put in different places. So like that I can put for Pant, and this one also I can put. Hey Bhagwan could be what she's saying, है ना?
Yeah.
Seems like that. That's exactly what she's saying. Hanji, done? No. What is this? Acha, in a world of algorithm, be the glitch That sparkles change.
Profound.
Oh,
that is the actress.
It is the our favorite player is Rohit, na?
She'll be in the latest Sport and Spice episode as well.
Ah. When will the episode come? There is a glitch in that also.
Yes.
The glitch you are talking about.
It will come very soon.
Not my home ground, sir, so I can't perform here. This is mean. This is not funny.
Poor girl.
But also not funny. Yeah, we've seen this. Thank you very much. On that note, on that hilarious note, I hope we made your Monday slightly better despite you not getting a full game. But I hope your time watching the match point was worth it.
PFA greetings.
See you guys tomorrow. Be good. Watch all the other videos. Very interesting sports related content up on Sports Today. Do check that out.
Scenarios video also coming.
Scenarios,
Yeah.
videos coming.
Delhi Capitals.
Match highlights will come. Match report will come. Everything will come. You guys take care. Bye bye. Good night. Nandri.
Shubh Ratri, Shabba Khair.
Eat your vegetables.
Eat your and don't trouble your other.
Nandri we forgot.
No, I said